How to treat yeast infection during pregnancy. If you think that pregnancy makes a woman's body more likely to contract yeast infections, you are right. Candida infection is twice as probable during pregnancy compared to situations outside of pregnancy. But before we go into the complex factors that link the probability of contracting yeast infections during pregnancy, we must take in consideration the physiological aspects that bring about the yeast infection condition. Vaginal yeast infection is distinguished by a thick white vaginal discharge with the appearance of cottage cheese and discomfort while having sex. Candida yeast infection is a very habitual condition. Research shows that 3 out of 4 women develop it at some point in their lives, and many of them will have to continue enduring chronic Candida infections throughout their life. Candidiasis, or yeast infection, is a fungal infection appearing locally or systemically. The most common type of yeast infection is a vaginal infection of which the typical symptoms include a burning feeling and itching, especially around the vaginal area. Candida exists in some degree in the intestinal and genital tracts of most people. But when this yeast grows out of proportion, it can have painful and debilitating consequences that can lead to health complications. Yeast in this medical context means single-celled fungi. The common name, Candida, applies to this particular strain of fungi. There are many factors that bring about the ideal environment inside your body where Candida yeast proliferates. Some of these factors are poor diet habits, stress, lack of exercise, and improper hydration. During pregnancy, some women experience an increased emotional stress. And as we all know, stress impairs the immune system, and this increases the chance of yeast overgrowth. In addition to this, most pregnant women develop cravings for sugar-rich or white flour-containing foods. The worst part is that pregnant women are allowed, even pushed, to obey such cravings. These sugars and refined carbohydrates create an inner environment that increases even more the threat of yeast infection. In pregnancy, a woman's body undergoes several changes, including hormonal, physiological, and psychological. These changes contribute to develop excessive Candida overgrowth and the accompanied symptoms. Pregnancy-induced hormonal changes modify the vaginal context and make fungi more likely to grow beyond normal limits. Ignoring candidiasis can lead to a chronic yeast infection condition with significant negative effects, both in terms of quality of life and overall well-being. During pregnancy, it is unwise to use antifungal medications or antibiotic treatments, as this may have negative side effects on the baby. For this reason, it is imperative to find an alternative remedy for expecting mothers. If not treated, infections can be communicated from the mother to her baby through the birth canal during pregnancy or during childbirth, or afterwards during breastfeeding. By adopting dietary and lifestyle changes and eliminating toxins from your system, you can treat and prevent all types of yeast infections in a safe and effective manner that is proper for pregnant women and the babies they are carrying. Pregnant women who want a complete and lasting answer to candidiasis can use holistic methods to rid themselves of this condition by taking a set of specific home remedies to relieve the symptoms and by using holistic all-natural guidelines that addresses the fundamental issues to tackle the root of the problem. For the holistic guide that many women have used to permanently get rid of their yeast infections in a safe and natural way, please visit www.cureyouryeastinfection.net.